Know how to support a sister. It was a sister that raised you.
You want to know why so many men aren't voting or are undecided or even voting for Trump? It's because of this. It's because of identity politics. It's because of you are not giving the men that you want to vote the proper information. Just parading all these celebrities who honestly know less than us and that their lives aren't going to be really impacted as much as the average man and woman today making 50, 60, 70,000, $80,000. Just like this recent thing with Jamal Bryant. Man, I used to like you, dude. I used to like you. Even though the stuff you did, was, you done some shady stuff, but I used to like you. But after this, I'm not feeling you, bro.
Something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister.
Yeah. Full stop.
So we just supposed to blindly support her. Not know anything about her politics, not know anything. We just supposed to blindly support her. Why are you supporting her? Why are you supporting her? Are you getting some type of benefit from supporting her? I'm willing to bet you ain't doing it for no reason.
Something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister. It was a sister that raised you. It was a sister.
My mama ain't running for president. She is. Okay? See, this is the BS that's going on. This is the mess that you doing. We don't want to hear this, bruh. We don't want to hear this. We want to know why we should vote for her. We don't want you talking at us. We want you talking to us.
That taught you how to read. It was a sister that taught you how to bathe yourself.
Pastor Jamal Bryant with a pointed message shortly after Vice President Kamala Harris spoke to his congregation. His words aimed at black men, a group both campaigns are targeting in the final stretch of the election.
We've got to be able to vote. That misogyny is still real in our community. We've got to address it head on and not act like it doesn't exist. We've got to do some real redress that after racism, the biggest ill in America is sexism. And I think it's part of the responsibility of this generation to deal with it head on.
The latest polling shows black men likely breaking for Harris, a group Bryant argues will benefit more from her policies and be harmed by the return of former President Donald Trump.
So you think misogyny is the reason why people aren't voting for her? Then why some women say they're not going to vote for her? If you honestly think this is why black men aren't voting for her, you are tremendously out of touch. You are tremendously out of touch. And I think that it's true because you can look at his audience and his crowd, it's mostly women. Black men going to his church. Besides the ones who know him. I bet you his congregation is 75, 25, and 15 of that 25 is probably gay. Let's keep it real. That's why you so out of touch. That's why you saying what you saying, because that is not the reason why, if you're not voting for her, that's not the reason because she's a woman. That's not it, man. Stop it. But we got all these celebrities saying this stuff, having these platforms, running their mouth, talking about stuff that don't have no proof, no real gravity to what they saying, but they can say it and people believe it. I mean, I love Snoop, but this stuff that he's saying, what does it have to do with anything?
I love white people, but I don't like Donald Trump. The devil don't never give it to you in the intro. The devil gonna take his time with you. He gonna milk you in. Then he gonna flash on you. Nigga, you didn't know I was him?
Ah, man.
That's what he did. He didn't know he was gonna win. He was gonna keep being what he was.
Yeah.
And then when he won, he had to do, you know what? America's based on racism. Let's not get it fucked up. He ain't making the rules.
But was you saying that when Biden was in there? Because he's the one who sent everybody to jail for, 20, 30 years on on a drug case. He's the one who said you know what I mean? Like he's the one who did that. Where's all the smoke for him? We gotta stop man, dude. Just because somebody's good at something, that don't mean they're good at everything.
God, he's the one that maintains stability. Got this nigga out the White House and put some more white shit back up in here the way the shit was supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? And that's what the fuck the brainwash was, as opposed to, hold on, Obama trained the thought of, we can all work together. So whoever's the next president, there's not gonna be as much racism, and we've gotten over the gay phobia, we've gotten over the this phobia and this. But this nigga then came back and reinsured all of it all over again.
Yeah.
You got the Russian scandal.
Yeah.
You got the fact that it was a nigga in office for 8 years, eating barbecue, basketballing,
Yeah.
doing all kinds of just cool shit.
Yeah.
So they like, you making white America black. Look at what it looked like now. When we were kids, no white kids wanted to be black. None of them. Now, so what do you think that's doing to their people up top? It's a brainwash. You get what I'm saying? So we got to restore order. Because in a minute, they going to be politicians. And if they acting like niggas, then they going to be looking out for niggas.
Man, look. What is he talking about, man? I'm getting tired of these people talking like how Obama was just such this great dude that he didn't make any, he was just this great president. Because he wasn't. He wasn't. Here we have a whole book here. The worst president in history, The Legacy of Barack Obama. This book is 10 hours long. I just started it, but it lists all the things that this man did. And if all you Obama capers out there that be caping for him all the time, listen to this book, you might have a different opinion about him. He's a politician. He's a politician. And you might say, oh, well, those people don't like him anyway. But you know what? They got, which is true. They didn't like him. They said it. We're not the biggest fans of him. But he's got 10 hours of evidence that he was one of the worst presidents ever. Look, if somebody don't like you, they might just have a reason not to. They might not be hating. They might really have a reason not to like you. And I'm tired of people throwing this man up like he didn't do no wrong. He did plenty wrong. But that's the problem. We don't do any investigation. We don't know nothing about nothing. But you got these celebrities running up here, running their mouths, talking like they do, and then you got people believing them. If you know that Trump is all this, man, then give us proof that he, you know what I mean? Yes, there are people who are very racist that vote for Trump and hide behind him. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, most definitely. All up in those rallies and everywhere and running around here with American flag. Man, hell yeah. It's a bunch of them. But he's not the one who said I ain't doing nothing for black people. She did. Why you ain't talking about that? We just want the facts, man. We just want the facts so we can vote. But don't do stupid shit like this and say stupid stuff like this.
I don't know shit about the woman. I don't even care who the president on the cool. Like, I really don't give a damn about either one of them, keeping it real. But keeping it real, I am going to have to vote for Kamala just simply because she's a black woman. I would be a sucker not to. I don't know shit about the woman. I don't even care who the president on the cool. Like, I really don't give a damn about it.
So let me get this straight. You from the streets and so you would vouch for somebody in the streets or with people in business that you don't know nothing about? Would you do that, Slimed Up? Would you do that? Would anybody with common sense, would you do that? Would you vouch for somebody who you don't know nothing about. So why you voting for her and you don't know nothing about it just because she black? And that's questionable. But that's how much you don't know. This is stupidity at an all-time level, bro.
Either one of them, keeping it real, but just I gotta support the black woman because I'm a black man, and the black woman needs a black woman. The black woman needs a black man's support. So that's how I'm basing my shit. White people will do the same shit. Mexicans will do the same shit. Asians will do the same shit. Straight up like that. I don't really give a damn about politics. I still ain't a Democrat after I do that. I still don't believe in shit they be talking about after I do that. But standing on business is how I have to live my life. To sleep good at night, having a black woman running for president and I didn't vote for her, that's gonna fuck up my karma of having good luck, I think. So,
man, I can't go no more. This is the stupidest shit I heard. That's gonna mess up your karma of having what good luck, man? What are you talking about? You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You shouldn't be voting at all. But you gonna vote for somebody just because they black? Man, shut up. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. But if Trump is that bad of a person and he's that bad of a candidate, then can someone I have to agree with this.
One thing I wish Vice President Harris would answer is if Trump is a threat to democracy, as she stated, if he demeans the office, as she stated, if he doesn't belong anywhere near the White House again. Another thing she stated, why is this race tied? Why does it appear that the former president could potentially win states like Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina, permitting him to return back to the White House? If all of those things are true, why isn't that message resonating with the American people? Why isn't she ahead by 5 points or more? And it's not just Trump's base that's making him such a strong candidate. It's a plethora of independent swing voters. Why is that? What does that say about the vice president, about her message, about what voters think about her when compared to Donald Trump? This is something that you should think
about. Something you should think about. That's what we need. That's what we want. That's what we want. We want the real. We just want the real. We don't want all the fluff, all the word salad. We don't want all that. We can't do nothing with that. We can't do nothing with. You can't hate on somebody for wanting the real. That just the identity politics shit, man. I don't want that. I don't need that, bro. Because you got everybody talking about Project 2025. And I went out and got this book. Now, this is the short version. But at least I got the book to read about. It's to read about it. You know what I mean? And I'm reading it. I don't have the 900-page book, but neither do you. Okay? And you watch the video. So what? Have you actually read the document? Because people running around here talking like it's the end of the world, man. They gonna shut Social Security down. They gonna take veterans, aid away. They gonna do everything. It's the end of the world, man. It's not. But there are things in there that are alarming and that need to be addressed. But do y'all actually think that President Trump is gonna do what someone else says word for word? Come on now. That ain't happening. You think Donald Trump is going to take somebody else's document and do what they say line by line? Hell no. But you got to be more informed. You have to be more informed. Men, black men, men of all races. You got to be more informed on who you want to vote for, not just vote for somebody because they're black, because you think they're black. You don't know if they're black or not. You think she's black. Or you don't vote for Trump because he's supposedly a racist. You don't know he is. The people around him, the people that agree with some of the things he says, yeah, they could be racist, but do you know if he's a racist? No, you don't know that, but you're not voting for him because of, nah, man. Look, if that's what you want to do, You do that. But not me, man. I want the real. I want the facts. I want to know what you're going to do for me and how is it going to help me as a man and my family. That's what I want to know. I'm not voting for you for nothing else. And when you say things like I'm not doing anything for black people, or you lie about reparations and things like that, it's not a good look for you. It's not a good look. I would rather someone tell me, look, the reparations thing, you can forget about that. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. How old are you? 50? It'll never happen in your lifetime. I can respect that. But she basically told you, for anybody who wants to argue with me, she basically told you, I'm not doing anything specifically for black people. But you're voting for her because she's black. You're voting for her because Trump is racist. Well, she told you she's not doing nothing for you. Stop all the identity. Stop all that. Stop listening to all that. Stop listening to people like
he already ready to give police total immunity. You know what I'm saying? To take us out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going around killing white people.
Right.
When they see white people, they are comfortable. They're great. They're calm. They're not afraid of anything. When they see other races, they're cool. They're calm. Soon as they see somebody that's black, for some odd reason, they're startled. We got a gun somewhere. We got to. Something got to be wrong. You know, they don't care about, he going through mental health issues. That's what they say about the little white boys that shoot up the school and shit. Notice there ain't no black kids shooting up no schools around this bitch.
Right.
We shooting up, little black kids shoot up where they go to. Like,
see, stuff like this, stuff like that. Trump gonna put us all back in slavery because he giving police total immunity. No, he's not. He was talking about giving them qualified immunity. Go look up what qualified immunity is. It's basically saying that he had to have violated someone's civil rights. It had to be something that any reasonable person would have known of. Because how you gonna get police officers, new police, if they think they're gonna get sued for arresting somebody or for handling a situation and somebody says, "Oh, I'm gonna sue you for that." How you gonna get officers to want to be police officers when they know somebody can sue me and I could lose everything I have because they said I didn't do my job right? He's not saying you could just commit murder and do all kind of heinous stuff as a police officer and you're going to get away with it and we just going to sweep it under the rug. He's not saying that, but that's what he's saying. That's what Scrappy's saying. That's what he's saying. And they're like, oh, yeah, right. Yeah, that's what he's doing. No. Look, man, I am not Donald Trump's biggest fan. I ain't Kamala Harris' biggest fan. But what I am a fan of is men standing up for themselves. And you not going to keep playing in our face. And man, if you want to vote for Kamala Harris because that's who you want to vote, man, by all means do so. And man, if you want to vote for Trump, vote for him. Don't let other people decide or put you down because that's who you want to vote for. A man makes his own decisions and has to live with them. So if you a man, that's what you're going to do. That's what you should do. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't owe anybody. When you go in that booth and vote, you do it by yourself. That's your vote. You don't owe anybody else nothing. But you owe yourself to be informed and to somewhat know what the hell you doing. Not just voting somebody on their identity or what people telling you about them. No, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Tell me real reasons. Someone's politics, someone's plan for this country and their stance on different things. But all that fake news and all that identity stuff, we not hearing that. We not hearing that. That's why men might be switching over to vote for Trump. And if they are, they're not doing their job in the Democratic Party, because if they were doing their job, they wouldn't be switching over. How many years have we just voted Democrat without even thinking about it? So the fact that this is happening, man, that's an indictment on you. That's an indictment on that side. That ain't got nothing to do. Don't be calling men crazy. What's happening is that they waking up.